Om Namah Shivaya, Asanas Fire. I'm back here on the way of Dharma. And if you are new, please subscribe and make sure that you like the video, because you'll definitely like the video. Today we'll talk about Hatha Yoga and its practicality in spiritual development or spiritual psychic development. Okay. The common belief with Hatha Yoga is that yoga is only comprised of asanas, which are postures, different postures that you need to perform at certain times. It is partly correct, but Hatha Yoga and asanas are only a small part of yoga. Yoga actually has 8 limbs, and the word yoga means union. Okay. What are these asanas for? On a mundane level, if you don't want to be an ascended master, if you still want to maintain a good body and good health, asanas are good for you. Okay, I almost paused. Asanas are good for you for health on a mundane level. But what really are they designed for? There's different asanas for different purposes. And asanas, their main goal is to what? Liberate prana from certain dormant centers. Okay. When I do Sirshasana, the headstand, I invert the circulation of prana. Meaning, if my prana was circulating on a solar nadi, which is that of the sun, I'm inverting it to flow in the nadi of the moon, the feminine nadi, basically. So inversion postures are for that. Okay. And also they are for putting pressure on your upper body to manipulate prana to move in a certain way. Sarvangasana, the asana of sitting on your elbows while upside down, and then doing sort of like a Jalandhara Bandha. It activates your thyroid. It makes prana to circulate on these centers and their crown, basically. You understand? So when you do these postures, you are liberating prana, making sure that it moves in a certain way. When you sit in Padmasana, it activates nadis or energy centers or energy astral pathways in your root chakra to make sure that you manipulate it and work on raising the kundalini, basically. So asanas are for that also. And what else are they for? You can't take to higher practices of Raja Yoga and meditation if you can't concentrate, basically. You have people that can concentrate for like a minute on something. Hence nowadays you see people who are fond of TikTok. Their attention span of a normal average human being nowadays is 8 seconds. Meaning after 8 seconds, there's no attention span, basically. So for such a person, you wouldn't take to dhyana or concentration on the first attempt at spirituality. You understand? So you would have to look for asanas to help them concentrate and channel prana a certain way to make sure that they awaken the dormant, latent powers in the human mind, setting them well on the way of controlling and manipulating the mind. You understand? So another aspect of asanas, I said that it's activating energy centers And I said that it's for health, and it's also for preparing you for concentration. You understand? You prepare for concentration, and also you clear your nadis, your energy pathways. When you have successfully been able to activate the nadis so that circulation can circulate without any inhibition, you are clearing your body of the toxins that were blocking those nadis, those astral pathways, basically. So you are preparing for the ascension of Kundalini. You understand? Not only are you preparing for concentration, preparing for good health, activating flow, you are also cleaning your nadis. You understand? Cleaning, preparing for ascension of Kundalini. Exactly. You understand? So also in Hatha Yoga, there's practices like Shat Karmas. Sat or Shat means 6. You understand? In Sanskritam. So Shat Karmas are the 6 actions or 6 cleansings, basically. 6 actions of cleansing. You understand? So there's Vamana Dhauti, Nadishwadhana, there's what? There's Kapalbhati, there's Bhastrika, and there's Tretaka, there's what also? And some other ones that I forgot, by the way, you understand? So those practices, when you do them regularly, they serve to clear your astral pathways to make sure that Kundalini, to make sure that prana circulates throughout the entire body. As you might have seen, the importance of pranayama or the importance of prana circulation throughout the body or the nadis of the body. You get to be flexible. You get to control your mind easily. In times of cold winter, you get to be able to withstand the cold and not feel the cold because of the liberated circulation of prana, which was the case with the ancient peoples. You would see ancient Africans wearing loincloths and going around even at winter. You would see Mahadeva wearing like that because his prana circulation is not inhibited. Therefore, the elements of nature do not affect him as much. You understand? In the back over there, there's also Swamiji Trailanga, who is also seen to be not wearing anything. You understand? So that was the science behind staying out and withstanding the harsh conditions of the elements, basically. So when you have circulation of prana, you are able to do such things. You are able to control the involuntary systems of the human body, like the adrenaline secretion, or you understand those hormonal functions. You are able to control them. Your heartbeat rate is also one of them. You are also able to control your temper and such things. You understand? So after moving from concentration and clearing the astral pathways, you move to the state of concentration. That is where yoga begins, basically. You understand? So concentration is called what? Okay, yes, concentration prepares you for dhyana. Dhyana is part of Raja Yoga, meaning the yoga of the activation of the latent parts or latent powers of your mind. Is largely based on Dhyana Raja Yoga, basically. So in Hatha Yoga, what do we have? We have 8 limbs, basically. We have Pratyahara, we have Yama Niyama, we have Pranayama, we have Dhyana, we have what's there's many other things that we have in Hatha Yoga. Pranayama is also one of them, the control of prana. I've spoken to you guys about pranayama, and I know I promised you the first exercises of pranayama, a few of them which would come from the book Science of Breath by Yogi Ramacharaka. So yes, I haven't quite gotten the time, but now since it's convenient now, I will do so, and then I'll also go into the science of pranayama. You understand? So these things are very, very powerful. You actually do feel a difference when you start into the practice of hatha yoga. Yoga is not only asanas. Yoga is a very, very in-depth practice of union of two opposites, union of the lower self and the higher self, union of two nadis, which are the feminine and the masculine, and then uniting them into sushumna and pushing up kundalini up high into sahasrara or shiva. You understand? Shiva, you understand? So that was what I wanted to discuss with you today. A brief conversation about hatha yoga. We'll go into asanas next time, the best asanas that you could try to implement in your practice, as I have done. Hatha yoga is very, very powerful. Yoga practices, yoga sadhana is very powerful because you get to develop a strong willpower. I'll also talk about that in the next video. Willpower, how does it help you in life occurrences, you understand, and how you can withstand life's challenges with willpower, and how it contributes into your tantra or magic. You understand how you can get powerful results with only willpower. So this is Asanas Fire talking to you about hatha yoga. Make sure that you subscribe, like, and share to whoever you want to get this information. With that being said, Om Namah Shivaya, Asanas Fire.